This is your Bitcoin news.
South Korea Central Bank to begin testing digital currency in 2021. The Central Bank of South Korea will begin testing a digital currency next year, becoming the latest global central bank to set out a timeline for exploring central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. US Treasury official confirms ongoing central bank digital currency study. The US Treasury Department is actively considering the benefits of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, according to comments from a senior official at the department this week. South Korea banks and lawmakers call for new digital currency legislation. Senior officials at South Korea's leading banks have called for more regulation on digital currencies in a bid to support the long-term development of the industry within the country. Old wine in new bottles. Craig Wright explores idea of nationalism. In his latest blog post, Dr. Craig Wright explores Benedict Anderson's idea of nationalism in his book, Imagined Communities. JP Morgan expects further digital currency support. An October the 13th JP Morgan analyst report said the company believes more payment service providers will allow their users to invest in digital currencies. JP Morgan also noted that Square's recent $50 million investment in the digital currency industry was a strong vote of confidence, and that other payments companies are to follow in facilitating client digital currency investments or risk being left behind. Wright files urgent petition to declare Ira Kleinman barred from suing Craig Wright. Wright has made another filing in the case of the estate of David Kleinman, this time an expedited motion asking for a declaration from the court that Ira has no authority to use W&K to sue Dr. Craig Wright. Europol includes privacy-enhancing crypto services as top threats. Europol recently released its latest Internet Organised Crime Threat Assessment, the IOCTA report. Contained with the 64-page IOCTA report is an assessment that privacy-enhanced wallet services using coin-joins concepts have emerged as a top threat besides well-established centralized mixers. Moneybutton and RelayX show why Bitcoin wallets aren't just wallets anymore. The internet is finally getting the economic layer it needed. With Moneybutton's acquisition by the Bayesian Group and RelayX's launch of the USDC stablecoin, Bitcoin wallets are entering a new era. That era involves extreme flexibility and utility far beyond sending and receiving funds, and potentially billions of new users. OECD announces plan for new digital currency tax reporting framework. The Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has announced its plans to issue a new tax reporting framework for digital currency and digital assets, which could impose new reporting requirements on cryptocurrency traders and speculators by 2021. China's Shenzhen city giving away $1.5 million in digital yuan to boost adoption. One of China's largest cities is giving out $1.5 million worth of the country's new digital yuan to its residents to boost its adoption. Shenzhen will give 50,000 residents with the digital currency, which they can then spend in over 3,300 stores in the city. Dutch central bank licenses first digital currency startup since Crackdown. The Dutch central bank has registered its first digital currency startup since its wide-ranging crackdown in early 2020. The regulator issued a license to Amdax, allowing the company to process digital currency transactions. G7. Facebook's Libra must not launch until it's properly regulated. Financial regulators in the world's 7 biggest economies will continue to oppose the launch of Facebook's digital currency Libra until proper regulations are in place, a new report was revealed. While recognizing that digital currencies could improve access to financial services, they believe the regulatory structure currently in place isn't equipped to oversee Libra. G20 countries establish global stablecoin rules. Global financial regulators and some of the world's largest economies have published guidelines on the regulation and oversight of central bank digital currencies. In their report, they recognize the rapid growth and adoption of digital currencies and urge regulators globally to put in place concrete regulations before launching CBDCs. Spain wants to require taxpayers to declare digital currency holdings. Lawmakers in Spain are working on proposals that would require individuals holding digital currency to declare their assets and any gains from cryptocurrency trading, according to reports. Australian Central Bank dismisses need for digital currency. The Australian Central Bank believes that there is currently no strong public policy case for a central bank digital currency. However, the regulator will continue conducting research on the feasibility of a CBDC in its mandate to promote efficiency of payments. Bank of Russia exploring central bank digital currency. The Bank of Russia is formally exploring options for a central bank digital currency, which would create a digital ruble, as a supplement to cash, according to reports emerging from Russia. Ripple business pivot continues with new smart contract patent. In August, Coingeek reported Ripple's business blueprint of working closely with banks and acting as their cross-border payment pipeline did not appear to be working very well. Spain-based bank Santander had announced they would no longer be using XRP because of its low trading volume. Its strategic partnership with MoneyGram has failed to pay off on its balance sheet. Businesses now accepting Bitcoin SV. Handcash at Handcash app, official licensed beach towel. zerocomps.com. 15% off for Bitcoin, BSV payments, and free shipping on orders over $99 at zerocomps1. Performance Ticket Printers Limited, ticketprinters.co.uk. We print tickets, posters, flyers, wristbands, and gift vouchers. We've added money button into our checkout pages at Ruth Heisman. Pay with Bitcoin BSV. This week on Satoshi Knows Best. What is censorship resistance? By Craig Wright. Bitcoin has nothing to do with censorship resistance, and it never did. The entire term is rather asinine. The only people who truly want censorship resistance and money of any size are genuinely criminals. The simple reality is that Bitcoin gains pseudonymity when it is used as a cash-based system. A rather insidious myth has been developed and propagated around Bitcoin. From January 2011, a report by the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF, was coupled with the emergence of Silk Road to promote Bitcoin as censorship resistant and permissionless, terms that are empty jargon and have nothing to do with the nature of Bitcoin. The purpose of Bitcoin has nothing to do with creating a system that can operate outside of anti-money laundering (AML) rules. It was designed as cash for micropayments. More importantly, the empty phrase describing Bitcoin as permissionless is vacuous and without much meaning. You cannot simply do whatever you want with Bitcoin. Nobody allows you to change the code. The entire purpose of a protocol that is set in stone is that you cannot change the protocol. The only reason Bitcoin may be considered permissionless is that nothing is allowed. With the internet, you can build a new web page. If, on the other hand, you build a web page that violates the laws surrounding information in your local jurisdiction or where it is being hosted, the web page will be taken down. In Bitcoin, information may not be removed from the blockchain, but it won't be served and disseminated if it is known to be illegal.